A definite change in tone from Premier Doug Ford when it comes to COVID today. He appears to be trying to bring alienated voters into the fold as he moves the province out of public health measures. Remember, there is an election just over 3 months away.
Let's unite this country. I've never seen this country and this province so divided. You know, it has affected friendships, it's affected co-workers, it's affected families.
The Premier's message to protesters was one of understanding mixed with tough talk.
Anyone who wants to protest, go, God bless them. But as soon as you hold up the border, critical trade border, in this province, and you're putting the 4,600 people's jobs at risk here, and hundreds of thousands of other plants are threatening to close down and leave, it's game over.
Ford says he supports Prime Minister Trudeau's invoking the Emergency Act with a caveat.
Any special powers need to be extremely targeted, only used for as long as necessary to resolve the situation, and not 1 minute longer.
The Premier also pointed out to Ottawa protesters that the end of proof of vaccination and mandates is near. Ontario is easing restrictions further this Thursday, with restaurants and bars moving to full capacity, and proof of vaccination to enter will no longer be required by March 1st.
I just asked the protesters, guys, we're moving out of this. Why?
Ford also acknowledged he never liked the passport system, but went along with it.
It doesn't matter if you have 1 shot or 10 shots, you can catch COVID. See, the Prime Minister has triple shots, and I know hundreds of people with 3 shots that caught COVID.
It's true vaccines are less effective when it comes to preventing Omicron spread. What the Premier didn't say, though, is they reduce the chance of people ending up in the hospital, nor did he encourage people to get their shots. And for the first time, Ford showed empathy for those who don't want to be vaccinated.
There's the rebel rousers, and then there's just hardworking people that just don't believe in it. And that's their choice. This is about, again, a democracy and freedoms and liberties. And I hate, as a government, telling anyone what to do.
Make no mistake, the June election is on the Premier's mind. His announcement in Hamilton that pledged $500 million for clean steel for electric cars was a campaign-style stop. He even joked with his MPP, Donna Skelly, that maybe they can win more seats in the area.
Hopefully next election, Donna, we're going to have a couple extra people here to support you down at Queen's Park.
But his overwhelming message to all is, it's time to get over COVID.
Everyone's done with us. Like, we are done with it. Let's start moving on.
During the last federal election, more than 5% of people, or roughly 5% of people, voted for the PPC across the country. Doug Ford is clearly hoping his support doesn't splinter off, especially in tighter ridings. In Ontario, the Conservatives haven't had to worry very much about split votes, unlike the Liberals and NDP, who often fight in the same sandbox.